Michael, first of all, just briefly looking back at Saturday, you always talk about wanting heart from your team, desire, winning games, but discipline and tactics are important as well, and you saw that. I think that was a great example of that on Saturday, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think in the end, probably both teams tactically, it was a really good game for coaches and players tactically, but probably not for fans because there wasn't much action in both boxes. But yeah, I was really pleased with the work we did out of possession and how they stuck to the game plan. Even better if it's just that little bit more ruthlessness in the final third.
It was interesting you said about coaches. I when we were driving back and Jimmy and I were talking, I was like, it's a game for an aficionado or a coach or something because you can see so many little things going on. And do you enjoy that sort of game as much as you enjoy the dramatic, 3-0 wins?
Yeah, I think both. I think it's really good to go up against a really good team with the ball in Wigan and the record they had there. And our job was to try and make it difficult, hard for them to play. And I think we did that really well. Stop them. I don't think I recorded a shot on target, but we couldn't quite, create enough chances or quality of chances down the other end really. So really pleasing performance from the lads, and they stuck, like I said, they stuck to the game plan really, really well. But probably more of a tactical affair on the day, and then maybe a little bit of weather spoilt it.
And is it helping you also to get to know the players? You're still just about a month or so here now, and the more you see them, the more you get to know little bits about them, not just obviously in games, but like in training as well.
Yeah, I think every time you go out to the training pitch, every time you sort of have a conversation with them off the pitch, and every time we play a game, you see them and you see what they're good at, you see what they're confident with, you see how we can improve, and they know every day how I'm trying to make them improve in little bits. And I thought the pleasing thing from Saturday was the way we pressed the game and how high we were and how aggressive we were without the ball, which is a good improvement, I think.
Thinking about some of the players who were on the bench, we've obviously talked to Sean, but also talk about Hax, who wasn't playing. It feels like you're getting a stronger squad now, aren't you, in the sense that some players aren't making the bench, and whilst that's not great for them, it's good for you in terms of giving you options.
Yeah, I think it's natural, isn't it? It's football. Like the lads that are not making the squad is pushing and making it competitive every day, and then the players that are on the bench or in the team have to perform. And I think we've got those players starting to come back, and we've got a few more bodies where they have to do well in how we want to play and what we want to do. And if not, it's rotations if you like, but more around giving people opportunities to perform. And Sean's a good player. He's come back from international duty and he's not really got on the pitch yet because people have been doing well. And I thought he got on the pitch for the last 5 or 10. I thought he did well.
When you look at the Accrington game, is it a danger that you just sort of pull out the blueprint from last week? Because obviously things change and evolve. You'll have no doubt watched them for their draw against Dogs, so they'd have watched you, both 0-0 draws. So you have to avoid just having exactly the same prep, I guess.
Yeah, it's different. It's a different week. So that week we didn't have a game on the Saturday, so it would have been a 2-game week. We're now into a 3-game week. So for me, it's a different situation to manage. And things might have to look a little bit different because we're not just managing one game all the time. We're trying to manage different games and different players within that. So, yeah, it's a different situation now than it was last week.
Does that maybe mean you need to lean on the squad a little bit more?
Throughout the 3 games, yes, definitely, because I don't think 390s in all players is a challenge sometimes. And also, to freshen it up and become lively. And some players have found it very tough and going back to back from a Saturday, but some are fit enough to do it. So there's loads of different things that go into the melting pot effect.
The risk of asking the same question that Rob asked you last Monday and Tuesday, but Accrington away. It's the same question really, but it's a tough test. I mean, they're always tough tests, but it's certainly one of the more difficult places you can go.
It's a really difficult place to go and play football. It's a really difficult place to go and get a result. They're really lively, they're really aggressive, and they can wear teams down. So we're going to have to be on it to try and get results, get through to the next stage.